get bigger, and now you can't. So I tried to do it 3 times, and all I did was post 3 small hot dogs. So.
And then you said fucking hot dog meat this morning. Yes, you did.
I did not.
You said it to me about the hot dog with my sister.
You know we're live, right?
I'm doing shit.
Like, fuck you, I quit. 5 seconds in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 250 of the Vex Podcast, morning radio episode number 82. Hello, Dave.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Ron.
Hello.
Hello, Angry Hole.
I'm not speaking.
Hello, dog.
The neighbor's dog is here. The great and powerful Mazikeen. She's now just seen a squirrel and she's losing her shit.
Attack!
She's growling in the background. What a
That's
life.
fine.
What a life. So we just started this podcast cold start with YouTube bitching and moaning about hot dog emojis.
Yeah.
That happened.
There's been a lot of hot dog emojis going through the group text lately.
Fucking over.
And somebody isn't happy
So
about it.
disrespectful.
She's quite upset.
So what, when you go to a Phillies game, you don't get a hot dog when you go?
No, Ron, I don't get a hot dog when I go. I get fucking booze. Fuck those hot dogs.
I get fucking boobs.
I mean, I support both of those things.
That's not on there, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, darling,
Oh,
we've been
yeah.
live for several minutes.
Yeah.
See, Ron wants me to quit.
No, I
Very,
don't.
like, kind of-
No one wants you to quit.
Well, I'm quitting.
No, you're not.
The dog is growling at squirrels through the glass
It's a
doors.
fucking shit show up in here.
Yeah. see,
Already?
We're coming in strong. I didn't work last night, so I'm all wide awake and ready to go. Like,
Popped up on
Are you
goofballs.
off?
oh yeah, yeah,
Hence why you were up late.
yeah.
Was there a reason you were off?
Because I took off.
Oh, but was there a reason?
I'm going away after the show.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Bethlehem,
To do what?
hang out today, and see Shinedown tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Look how questioning you got. What are you doing?
I'm doing
What are you doing in Bethlehem?
You assholes.
Hanging out, having a good time, probably drinking too much.
Make
You
sure
know.
you eat some hot dogs too while you're up there.
I will take a picture of every one I eat now,
I'm fucking
motherfucker.
blocking your number, bitch.
I will send them on Messenger. I'll send carrier pigeon
And I
pictures of
will
those
tell
fucking
Johnny
hot
Mac to
dogs.
not fucking show me anything from Dave.
Oh, he will.
I will
He
send
he will.
carrier pigeons. Is a good sentence. Wow. Coming in hot.
Coming in
as they
hot
say.
today, baby. Let's go. I think we should start drinking now. Let's go. Fuck it.
First shot at 8:33 a.m.
I will hold off for a little while.
Wait, did you actually sleep last night?
Oh yeah, I'm wide awake, dude.
No, then you shouldn't be taking shots. This is your morning. The way we justify it is that you stay up all night working, and
Okay,
then
today I'm justifying it by my alcoholism. Fuck it, I don't care.
Michael Gregory said Feldman for Vex on Vex 2024.
we can't afford them.
Funniest thing, Michael Gregory. Just before the show went live, and there was a heated hot dog debate.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
No, a debate about hot dogs.
I said a hot dog song. Did anybody hear the hot dog
I don't want
song?
to fucking hear about it.
There's a song about hot dogs?
Yeah, I sent it to her.
Did you get
My
the hot?
hot dog has a first name.
That's
It's
it.
T-I-F-F.
See, now you can be mad at him because he's instigating now.
I'm so quitting, it's not even funny.
Look how much you're smiling. You don't even want to. You're fighting it back.
We go back up.
I'm going to hide a camera over there and not tell her. And then it'll capture all this magic.
All of it.
Hello, doggy.
I mean, after the first episode, she's gonna know, obviously. But
She doesn't watch.
you don't watch the
Yes,
program?
you do. How dare you say that? I told you before I watch it on the YouTube when I go home.
On the YouTube.
I don't ever watch the show. I gotta tell you.
I used to. And I just stopped.
I listened to it. I listened to it on the ride home, but I'm not watching it.
Oh, well, we're not missing anything.
No, it's just
No,
our
we're living
faces.
for it.
This is our lives.
Yeah, it's what we do.
It's nice to see how it lands, though. That's kind of
It does. It's nice sometimes. Sometimes I hit a couple dingers throughout the show, and I'm happy about it.
I have a,
Sometimes I miss the dingers that you guys might say, and then I watch it and fucking bust out laughing.
what I find amazing is that while you're producing, you're literally working a day job simultaneously. No, for real. So you do miss some
I
jokes.
do, yeah.
That's some talent there from Larry Bud Melvin.
I saw Nurse Ratched this week because I was dying and she had the same fucking glasses on. And I was like, what the fuck?
Is this a thing?
It's a thing.
We have a dog on the show. It's great.
We're going to do some stupid pet tricks today.
Student
Does she
tricks.
do tricks?
No.
No.
Actually, I have no idea. I don't know this dog.
Michael Greger said the show is as much as the show is as much as this might be the fucking quote. The show is as much as a car crash as the Olympic opening ceremony.
People did not like that shit.
You did not. And
Oh, people are stupid.
I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of.
I didn't care. But
I will say this: I didn't find it all that entertaining.
No.
Gojira kind of killed it.
Oh, they did kill it. That was an amazing performance.
They were actually really good.
Was
But
that where the scrotum sack was hanging out of the guy's shorts?
No.
oh my!
They panned in on it, and the guy was like standing.
are you sure this actually happened? Did you not maybe just invent
No, I
this that
think
you
it
wanted to
was
see
because
Sack?
it was- Somebody got it on the TV, and it was like his one ball sack was hanging out of his dolphin.
One
shorts.
Kegel?
That's cool.
I don't think that was during Gojira.
I knew nothing about that. Gojira was good though. Why?
So you guys really watch the Olympics?
No, I do not at
Because
all.
I didn't watch fuck.
I have not watched.
I don't know what channel it's on.
I have not watched one instant of the Olympics yet.
I watched basketball, that was it.
The gymnastics.
Yeah, I don't watch any of that shit. I don't give a fuck. I mean,
People
I
were
just-
talking about it last night. I'm like, I not one thing.
the fact that we're talking about it's amazing. I kind of thought it was dead in 2024.
No.
No, it's never dead.
We had a guy who had his ear shot off, then another guy who stopped wanting the job, and then this girl who's not black, who says she's black, but she's really Indian, but no one's supposed to like know that or something. The dog's very upset by this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
Let's
there's-
stop talking about politics. The dog's upset.
Right, I'm with you.
I'm upset.
I'm not. I think it's amazing.
I was in the Wawa today on my way here.
Yes.
Stopped for Wawa to purchase my energy refreshments for the program.
Okay.
And I get up to pay for my energy drinks and the lady stops and looks at my shirt for a second. And she's like, she's like, I support that. I'm like, what? She's like, the fuck him all to death part. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, vote for us. Here's how you can look at our podcast.
There you go.
So we may have a new viewer thanks to the teacher.
She's like, I think he dated my mom.
Dogs attacking squirrels.
Trying to. I didn't put the peanuts out either. To try to dissuade the squirrel situation.
Well,
Excuse me.
squirrels not too.
Well, I feed the crows, and the squirrels have figured out there's a pattern, so they just wait it out. And then there's like a whole like little arms race in my yard.
I think the crows could probably fuck up the squirrel.
The crows are surprisingly very cautious around the squirrels. I thought they'd be like aggressive, but they're not. If a squirrel comes, they just kind of back up. They don't give a fuck. I don't know what that's about. I'm confused by that actually.
I would think there would be more, death from above type activity.
There's been an owl around here lately because I hot tub at night, right? Because it's been very hot, and so I hear the whoo whoo, right?
Sure, it's not a drunk old white guy.
Well, it wouldn't be that consistent. See, the dog's upset. So it turns out that an owl can hunt silently at night and will go to a crow's nest and pull the babies right out, and the crow has no idea and eat them.
Yeah.
So they fucking hate each other.
Owls are fucking snipers, dude.
It
They're
takes
fucking lethal.
6 crows to kill an owl. And 1 owl to kill a fucking crow, obviously. So it's a whole thing. So if there had been an owl around here, my crows would have naturally backed away for a while, but they're back now with a vengeance.
Oh, good.
So I don't know.
Owls are straight up predators, dude. They're gangster as fuck.
Well, all right. Yeah, no, that's not even. Dude, there's like you said, the silent hunting thing's a big fucking deal, bro.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like to fly silently. Can you imagine?
They just swoop in.
And they have perfect night vision, whereas most of them don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bats and shit are like blind. They just use a fucking radar.
Hence, blind as a bat.
But an owl can see. So that's a whole creepy thing. Ron's so bored.
I was like, I don't give a
It's like-
fuck. You guys want to talk about death metal or something?
So we're not allowed to talk about politics or birds.
All right.
These are the 2 bugaboos. Do you know who Macy Gray is, Ron?
Yes, I did. She
remember-
was a one-hit wonder.
Did she have 2 or just 1?
I think just one.
I tried to say goodbye and I told. I walk away and I fumble.
She was in Training Day. Do you remember that?
I remember Training Day.
I
She's.
don't remember her.
They go to a hood house with a fucking in the beginning of the program with a menu from a Chinese food place as a warrant. And she's sitting there smoking on the couch, and the kid's holding a gun on her, so she don't move. And she don't give a fuck. She keeps moving.
Yeah.
Keeps moving. She's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." That's her.
Oh,
I
wow.
had no idea.
She's very obvious as a thing. She doesn't blend. Macy Gray says that she finds healing through cocaine, alcohol, marijuana, and pizza, but no hippie shit.
Half of that is hippie shit.
Well, that's why she's precursoring, or she's advising. It is not hippie shit.
I don't know. It sounds like you just have an addiction problem.
Yeah, like, okay. Drinking daily, probably a bad idea. Look in your direction, Dave.
I don't drink daily.
Good. Or in the morning.
I didn't say that.
Chronic cocaine dabbling is not good.
Obviously not.
I'm going to let you know.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
No one dabbles in cocaine.
That's not true.
You can start there, right? And that's the thing about the cocaine. That's what people don't realize is that maybe somebody had some blow at a party and you did a line or two, okay, and a month goes by, and then maybe somebody else had some, you do a line or two, but 6 months, a year down the road, like, oh, dude, then you're picking it up for yourself every Friday, and then...
I feel like you're describing your life.
Correct. And then three months later, you're starting to call people on Wednesday to make sure you have it on Friday. And then you can get through one day of work without sleeping, so you start doing it on Thursday that week. That's how the cocaine gets you. It kind of creeps in slowly. So no one ever really dabbles in cocaine. I promise you. You might be dabbling now, but it doesn't stay that way, I assure you.
Ron?
Well, I'm just like in awe of what Dave's saying there. You know, it just builds up on you.
It does, and sneakily, slowly.
I know you were a dabbler as a young man.
Yes.
Did you dabble with the nose candy at all?
I did dabble, you know. I mean,
because you were a downer guy.
Yeah. I more like to get drunk and...
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Of all of them, booze seems to sit the best with me.
Are any of us old enough where lewds were in our circle?
No, I never knew. I always wanted to try.
Well, they're illegal. They're like Schedule 5 or some shit.
I don't give a shit.
Well, they were a finite amount.
I just stopped talking about doing cocaine 3 seconds ago. Illegal is not a factor.
Oh, no. My point is they're no longer manufactured. I'm not saying that it's like a thing. Dude, that dog's hype. I want to kill a squirrel.
So do I.
You want to kill a squirrel?
I'll fight it with my bare hands.
Do it.
I don't think the squirrel would... No, I think you would just kill a squirrel. Like, it's not a fight. You don't, that squirrel's dead.
You could probably scratch me.
It might give you rabies.
Yeah, I don't think squirrels carry rabies that often. I think
they do.
Raccoons are way worse. You know, possums can't get rabies?
I was going to ask about that. I would think a possum would have the rabies.
Possums can't get rabies.
Wow.
Why?
Their system, they can't get it.
When we first moved in here 11 years ago, I had 3 greyhounds and a boxer.
Why?
I was married.
It's a lot of dogs, man.
How many dogs do you have?
5.
So, okay. Hold this for me.
In a house smaller than yours.
There you go. And I used to be in a row home with those dogs before I moved here. So, we were playing Whiskey Tango, which was still called something else because 11 years ago. It wasn't called Whiskey Tango yet. Fuck, what was it called back then?
John's Boardwalk?
No, it was something ridiculous. It was an awful name in between. Anyway, maybe it was the Whiskey Tango transition. So we're playing there. My wife at the time comes home, lets the dogs out. And then a ruckus starts in the yard. And I'm not here because I'm at the club packing the gear, right? They fucking got a possum and they're like destroying it. Because that's what fucking giant greyhounds do.
Yes.
And possums do play dead pretty well.
Hence.
So she forces them back in. There's blood on them. They got to clean the blood off the dog. She's freaking the fuck out. And the lights are still on. The possum just sat up and stared in the window for about an hour before it left. And she's like, he's going to come back and get me. And I'm like, I don't think he is, though.
Probably not. I suspect no. And if he does, just let the dogs out again.
Hey, woof, 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 woof.
Woof, woof.
Who let the dogs out? So Macy Gray might have a drug problem.
And do we care, though?
Does anybody really care about Macy Gray?
This is the first time she's been in the news since fucking Training Day, which is like 2001. Right. So a little bit, yeah. It was pretty cool.
Like, was she even that talented? Like, or was it just...
I'll tell you this. Macy Gray's attorney was dispatched to see Starscream once many, many, many moons ago, and our drummer showed up late and he left.
Oh, that's fun.
That was upsetting.
But hey, that's the the ebb and flow of the world, sir.
And this is when she was famous, so it was like
because if you had gotten famous then, look, we wouldn't be sitting here now doing this glorious program.
Oh, don't worry, my career would not have lasted long, and I would have went back to Bar 13, and there I would have been in the bathroom putting on my eyeliner. So we would have still would have done this.
So weird.
It's not that weird.
It was weird at the time, sir. It was weird at the time.
I remember thinking the bands who show up already wearing their horror makeup are the weird ones.
Okay, so I have Fire Pants said good morning all.
Hello.
Frank said good morning, happy Friday. Cobalt Zero said good morning, nutsacks deep in shenanigans. Michael Gregory said Ron liked to diddle and dabble. And Ron's wifey said good morning.
Hello.
Did you already take Michael Gregory's first quote of the day as a possibility? Did you screenshot it?
I think I did. I got one too.
No, I like the first one better. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
So you missed Macy Gray perhaps being a drug addict.
Do we care?
No, do we really don't?
It made news this week.
It's a slow news
She's
week.
on
Yeah.
Ozempic too, I think.
Why is she thin?
Well,
Well-
she was talking about side effects of it, her side effects.
She's always had a giant head.
Might just be the hair. She had big hair.
That might be the hair.
Yeah, I think it's the hair.
You punk ass motherfucker. Talking to the cop. I'll never forget that. We've been around so long, he's fucking old now.
Cobalt Zero said, I'm old enough, lewds were in my circle.
There you go.
Isn't he like
I'd like to
way
go
older
with
than
that.
us too?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You want to guess?
60. Wow.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow, he looks great.
He just retired.
He's looking good, man.
He looks fucking fantastic.
So great.
Which I told him recently.
What's he doing?
I met him when he was
What's
about
your secret, Cobalt?
48, which is how old I am. Am I 48 now? I'm 48 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still
48.
We're still, but no, 49's real close. So I got
know, it's
confused.
creeping down on us in a month and a half.
Have you started planning your 50th yet?
If I make it that long.
Oh, you're gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be here.
Did either one of you get your buttholes checked yet?
I'm not.
No.
I just don't care.
Just-
No, I just did the shit in a box thing and sent it off.
You did that?
Yes, I did.
Hold the fuck up, Ron. Tell me everything.
All right, before you start, let me just say this came up in conversation because I had a doctor's appointment last week. Nothing, just average checkup shit,
Michael Gregory said, Starscream would have lasted longer than a silvery ride. Silver ride?
Silver time.
Silver tide.
Crazy long, fast. Michael Gregory said silver tide.
So I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor's looking at the paperwork. She's like, "Oh," and I felt like this was like borderline, like on the weird and unprofessional side of a doctor. And she's like, "Oh, it says here you're 44." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, you know what that means?" I'm like, "What?"
Gotta check your oil.
She's like, in a year or so, she's like, "It's that time." I was like, okay. I mean, I guess that's a nice way to put it, but maybe a little strange for a doctor. But anyway, continue on your shit box.
Fire Pan said, please do it. Get your stuff checked. Johnny Mac had a finger up his asshole a couple weeks ago and it wasn't mine.
That I don't even know where to go with that.
And then I was fucking with it because I'm like, are you sure you wore a glove? Like, did it feel different? Did it feel weird? He said, Timmy, stop.
Well, no, I can describe that. I've had a physical, so I've had that happen before. If they grease it the fuck up, it slides right in. As long as you relax your butthole, you're fine.
He said they had to lay on his side.
That's how that works. That's exactly how it works.
lay on
That's the thing, though. Checking your prostate isn't checking for colon cancer. These are very, very different things.
Yeah, colonoscopy is a lot different.
That's the thing Ron's talking about.
Yeah.
Checking your butthole, that's okay. That's
Yeah,
So, it's a thing. I'm still dumbfounded by that comment over there. Now, wasn't mine. Wasn't mine.
But I do want to hear about Ron shitting in the box because
our
doctor asked both of us if we wanted to do that or do the full colonoscopy because we both have to get it done. I've had 3 or 4 of them done, so I know what it is.
Yeah. So my doctor told me, she's like, well, you can go that route, which she was referring to the shit in the box route. And I'm like, okay. She's like, but if the test comes back with anything off, she's like, they just send you for the colonoscopy anyway.
Yeah.
She's like,
no, but it might not come back with anything off.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
But if it does come back, you're going to get a good fucking 20-minute nap. It's just the prepping is the worst part of that test.
and also I have to shit in the box and then get something shoved up my asshole.
Well, the shit in a box isn't all that bad.
I see. I'm a roofer, man.
You're taking a full
Yeah,
You're taking a full.
Yeah.
What they do? They.
it's a bag, right?
It's a plastic hat that you put in the toilet first. Yeah.
See, you're cheating. You gotta hold it behind your butthole and squat like a man.
I feel like you should take it out the yard or something.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly it.
What's neighbor Frank doing over there? Looks like he's shitting in a box.
I see Vex's butthole.
I was outside cutting the lawn today, honey, trimming the roses, and lo and behold, neighbor Frank's shitting in a box. The joys of suburban life. I tell you, it's a thing.
So, Ron, you cheated, but keep going. So you put a bag in your toilet.
No, it's a plastic hat, and then, like...
Did you say hat?
Yes.
Wait, don't hats go on your head?
Shit in your hat type thing?
Is that where that came from, Ron?
I guess, kind of. But that's why we talk...
At our next event, you shit in that hat?
How much money can we give Ron to shit in a hat in front of everybody?
Right. What's that going to cost us?
$60.
$1 million.
We'll work
All
on
right,
that.
Dr. Evil, get your shit together. I'll give you $40. You're in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia, it's worth 50.
I got the reference.
Trading places, man. That's the shit.
Who said it?
It's Bo Diddley.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
In Philadelphia, it's worth $50.
You're throwing in my hands, man.
Now, Michael Gregory came up with a good idea. He said, you can always just shit in an Amazon box and leave it on your porch for the porch pirate pickup. That motherfuckers steal anything off your porch.
No, they don't. I never get anything stolen.
I've
ever.
never had a package stolen.
Well, you said your porch.
Meaning in general, they steal people's shit from
The collective you.
The royal we.
Jim Schaefer said morning duders.
Hello, sir.
Not in the fucking mix there.
Have you ever had a package stolen?
Huh?
Have you ever had a package stolen?
Has fucking she? You want to tell the goddamn story?
Discuss that.
Oh,
I almost fucking took some bitch's head off.
I'm not surprised at all.
I'm an asshole.
True.
So I try to send her a nice present, and what do? I want to surprise her.
Right.
So I send it to her house like an asshole. I could have sent it here, we've been fine. I see every Friday anyway, right? So it's a Coach wallet, okay? I was excited as fuck about it. I got it on sale. It was a nice piece. It goes. They send me a picture. I'm ecstatic. I'm like, here, Tip. It's at your door. She's like, well, I got bad news.
Sitting firmly on her no cunts fucking doormat.
That is not my door. So we figure out it was a hair salon
2 doors down.
for the brothers. Or the sisters. I think the sisters. So the light's on, right? So Tiffany's like, don't worry. I'm going to go knock on the door and I'll get back the package
Because
immediately.
here's the thing, we live in an apartment building, right? So you have to go through like a main door and then to get up to my apartment. So our mailbox is like right on the fucking street. We never get packages delivered there because they fucking steal them all the time.
Right.
So that's the backstory of why, you know.
I didn't know this. So, you should tell you, go knock on the door and then what happens?
Tell.
She knocks on the door and she can see them moving in there with the lights. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they just turned the light out.
Sure did.
They're like, we're not here. Dave's not here, man.
Yeah.
So now she's fucking mad. She calls Johnny Mac. He's like, I'll be right there. She's like, okay. So he comes from work. While Johnny Mac's coming from Amazon to come have her back to get this fucking package back, she writes them on Facebook. Hi, I think my package was erroneously delivered to your location. I saw someone inside. Can you help me? They read it and will not respond.
Left on red.
And I even sent the picture of what you sent me so they know it's at the fucking door. And this is Coach. This isn't like
Oh, they opened it and we're like,
No, they opened it. We're like, oh shit.
This isn't like some fucking, toothpaste I ordered from Amazon.
And so you have to tell me, now it gets convoluted. What happens now?
Well, she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and check. Oh, yeah, we do have it here. I had gone down a fucking 3rd time. And now I'm looking through the, mail. I'm like, they're right there.
I
And
can
I'm
see you.
banging on the door. And then when I finally got it, it was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm like, but you're not, though, because I sent you messages. I've had my husband come over. I've come down like 2 or 3 times. It's not your fucking package. Well, here you go. I'm really sorry. Fuck you.
Did you really say that?
Yes.
That's so gangster. I don't do anything like that in my life. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Have a great day.
So Jim Schaefer, who didn't want to say good morning to me, but that's okay. DoorDash sent my cinnamon balls to my neighbor's place. Luckily, it was still there, and I grabbed that shit like yoinks.
What the fuck? What's a cinnamon ball?
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Maybe you meant cinnamon roll.
I hope he did.
I like cinnamon rolls.
He said my wife got a full credit back for it being delivered to the wrong place.
Well, now you've reported yourself for erroneously doing that.
Is it though? Not really.
I hate when they tell you it's delivered, it's not delivered, and it shows up 2 days later. Like, it says it's delivered, and I'm like, well, it's not fucking here. Like, no, just wait a minute.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Wait, it says it's here, and then it does show up like 10 o'clock at night.
So
Now, Michael Gregory said, what is up with delivery drivers not having the ability to read address numbers on doors?
Bunch of illiterate motherfuckers.
Right?
yeah.
Have you seen the delivery drivers?
Yeah.
So in the midst of the height of COVID, we had taken to get our groceries delivered because it was a pain in the ass to go to the grocery store. So, every week our groceries come, they leave them outside. Cool, awesome, fantastic. One week, I was getting ready. I had to go somewhere. And my wife texted me. She was out. And she was like, groceries are going to be there soon. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I have to leave, So the groceries arrive as I'm getting ready to leave. So I text my son. I'm like, hey. He's downstairs in the basement, probably touching himself, whatever. Whatever teenagers do in a basement, I'm assuming that's probably part of it. I'm like, hey, groceries just showed up, but I have to run out. Can you get them? Yeah, sure, I got it. I'm driving down the road, and 3 minutes later, I get a text, and he says, Mom ordered a bunch of really weird stuff. Like, stuff we don't usually order. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. What the fuck are we talking about? Like pork rinds? Like, what happened?
Well, your grocery order is generally fairly similar to the one you ordered
Every
last
week,
and the week before. Well, there were a bunch of things in our grocery order that we don't normally order. I'm like, I don't know.
They're chitlins?
Maybe she wanted to order that. Dude, there was like $150 worth of fucking lunch meats in this.
That's amazing. I'm keeping that.
Well, he brings it in the house, and one of the things that were in there, I'm like, I texted back, I'm like, I don't know, maybe she wanted for, I don't know, something she must have ordered for whatever reason. I don't know. He's like, okay, fine. So
The gabagool.
yeah. So he brings all the shit inside, and in one of the bags was a frozen pizza.
I love that.
Yeah, a teenager immediately makes a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
My wife then responds to him because he sent the same text. She's like, those aren't our groceries.
He's like, I ate that shit.
He's
Mom.
like, I already opened it.
Jim did, he said the cinnamon balls from Taco Bell, and then he also said they got that adult toy called the Home Wrecker.
No, there was no adult toys in there. It was from a giant. Anyway,
A
so
giant dildo?
yes, the Great American Challenge. If anybody wants to look that up, feel free, and you'll get the reference and understand exactly what I'm talking about when I say the Great American Challenge. Anyway, so my wife texts back, and she's like, those are definitely not our groceries. We reached out to, Giant and their delivery service, and they're like, nope, those aren't your groceries. However, it's part of our protocol that they're now yours because they were in your house. We'll send a new order out to the person that was supposed to get them.
No.
Yeah.
So we got like $250 worth of free groceries. And they just ate it because it was,
They're not gonna come and take
yeah,
it back or anything.
they can't take it back. It's the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
So win on us. I was totally psyched about it.
Michael Gregory said many, many, many cucumbers.
All right.
I enjoy cucumbers.
Ron,
Yes.
in the arc of your life, can you remember ingesting a cucumber?
Not whole.
Oh.
No, like in a salad.
Yeah, exactly, in a salad.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, that's what you do with cucumbers. You put them in salads.
Well, normal people put them in salads. and
Or your
stuff.
asshole. Salad
I feel like the asshole's more common than
or
the
your
salad.
asshole.
Although
Like a tossing of the salad.
every salad I've ever had in a restaurant, I have not eaten the cucumbers.
Really?
I don't know why.
I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I like pickles. The cucumbers smell. I love pickles.
Michael Gregory said Undertaker said he has a fear of cucumbers.
Please tell me that's real.
I hope it is.
For the love of God.
So, what the hell were we talking about?
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers. Yeah. The Undertaker thing threw me completely off. I had a point to make and I forget. What did you say before that? Something. I don't know.
Groceries. It's about the groceries. From
You said
ShopRite.
something
He said how
specifically.
to eat the cucumbers on the salad.
Oh, pickles. You said you like pickles.
Yeah.
I do like pickles.
I really like pickles, but I'm very particular about them.
All right, I'm a little uppity.
I'm very, like McDonald's pickles, will not eat them.
Do you like the bread and butter pickles?
I do. But mostly they have to be like the cold storage pickles, like the Clausens that you got to get refrigerated.
Yes.
They're in my refrigerator
Yeah.
right now, and I get them cut for sandwiches.
Yeah, they're the tits. They're fucking great.
They are great.
The ones that sit in the jar on the shelf that have been like preserved and they're like that weird lime green color. Can't get down with that.
I don't know. They're all pretty great.
Kirby said pickles are good.
They're not. I mean, they're delicious, but
Well, they are.
pickles, their life is a little extreme.
Yeah.
Our
Michael Gregory said deli pickles are awesome in the barrel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I concur with
Oh
that.
yeah, the Jewish deli pickles. Yeah, they're.
I love when Captain Ron is here. In this chair. Not so much in that
Not
chair.
so much.
Yeah, I'm not so good over there.
He was doing this, he's like, hey.
Look,
I'm like, talk! You're like, uh-huh.
we all have a role here, and I feel like we're all pretty good at knowing what our roles are. Like,
Yes.
I don't want your job either. I do not want to run this shit show
I don't
ever.
Here, she runs it. I don't do shit.
I really don't though. I just sit
She
here
just sits there.
talk
This
shit
this is a rudderless ship. Apparently, we're just out here flying around willy nilly in the world.
Can I tell you the most stressful part of my week, not work related, is compiling the list?
Why?
I start worrying on Monday. Because you never know, if I write the list too soon, a major news thing is going to happen. Like last week.
You can add it.
Yeah, you can always add.
Or I'll write it and send it.
No. I'm just saying, I take it very seriously. I take because you send a lot of stories.
Yeah.
I just say don't send it early though, because that fucks me up.
I don't.
One time, like in the fucking morning.
Oh, no, not in the morning. Who
That's only
cares?
for memes.
You did. There have been a couple times when you busted out the list like early.
I've
in the week.
sent it on Wednesday before.
I think once you sent it on a Tuesday,
Did I really?
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it threw me off.
Maybe I was ready, coming in hot.
Yeah, coming in strong.
All right, Michael Gregory keeps logging in. Are we good with everything? Can we move on? Because
Yeah.
I got a story,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
which is on the list actually, but this isn't even my story. I swear to God, the anonymous poster I'm about to read is it's got to be Michael Gregory. It's got to be, right?
I thought it was too.
I just saw my neighbor's ex-boyfriend go to her yard and pull out a pew-pew, a gun, on her, pointing it at her head, telling her he will shoot her for the way she is talking to him. She was telling him to go away. 911 was called. They arrived in minutes. She has an order on him, a PFA, since March. Why the fuck would he know this? He is a local dude. Many know him. Please, if you see Jesse Hamilton, also known as Jawbones, call 911 on the incident. And there's a fucking number, 24-24-058894. This happened on Webb Street this morning, 1 hour ago. Thank the letter U in advance. See, the letter U makes me think it's not Michael Gregory.
And you got the picture I said that you posted of him.
And where was
I did.
this? On Webb Street?
My parents' fucking house.
Oh, shit.
My parents' back fucking yard, bro.
That's a lot to take in.
So do we think it was Milk Carton?
Well, I just asked them. I mean, it says anonymous poster.
Like it was.
It does.
So on top of that, didn't he send something else about fucking Bones?
He just said not me.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what he said.
All right, is he lying?
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Off air and off the record, is it you?
Anonymous poster's not Mike.
That's fucking.
That is fucked up. Fucking. So anyway, Jawbones is back.
Yeah. Didn't he send something else about Jawbones earlier this week?
Well, I don't know. We didn't talk to Mike earlier this week. What are you talking about?
I got something from him this week.
No, this story. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, was that?
Now he just said I don't post anonymously.
He's gangsta.
He is. He's thug life.
And when they wrote "thank the letter U" in advance, I feel like it's a young person.
Maybe it's the one that I sent you a couple of his piece of shit screenshots because he's a member of that same group.
He's far away from there.
He is.
Yeah, he's not on Webb Street.
But he still lurks stuff.
I don't know. That car's gigantic. You can't lurk on Webb Street with that fucking car.
Lurking.
Dude, her fucking ex-weird boyfriend posts the most fucked up shit, and then she's sending it to me, and I have to get mad about it.
Yeah, because I don't want to sit there like.
Why are you stalking him?
Because it pops up in my feed.
Why?
I looked at one post and now it's all over the place. I would love for him to chime in. I really would.
Would be amazing.
Michael Gregory said, I've been seeing Jesse's got a gun in the house after I saw that.
Jesse's got a gun.
some weird crossover mashup between Jesse's girl and Janie's Got a Gun.
That's what he was going for.
Well, Jesse's girl is Janie. There we go.
Jesse is a friend. Even though we've been a girlfriend of mine.
And he's armed. Jesse's got a gun, and I gotta say it's fun.
Lately something changed and he's carrying a knife. Jesse's going off the fucking rails. Old jawbones.
He's big too. Like he's a big guy.
He's tall.
And that's a shitty picture that they posted of him too. 'Cause he was
I didn't see the picture.
I'm gonna
Can
go
you
out
resend it? Because I'm so far.
I'm gonna
Resend
go
it.
out on a limb and just say that I don't think there's probably a ton of great pictures of that dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
I don't want to sound like a bad person.
Yes, you do, and I support you sounding like a bad
Do
person.
it.
I grew up in Port Richmond, adjacent to Kensington, like right there, right? And if you went to Mass Bomb, and I know somebody who I adore who went to Mass Bomb, it kind of meant you're a fuck up, you know? So, like, there was a Votech school for the Catholic children, and that was all right. Even they were fuck ups, in my opinion. But if you went to Mass Bomb, whoa.
Hey, my dad went to Mass Bomb.
I know.
Also, I went to Votech, so settle down.
I'm just telling you how I felt. I was very stuck up in the 90s.
And also, in the 90s, I'm not gonna lie, kind of a fuck up.
Like, if you couldn't just sit through fucking geometry and algebra, come on. Come on.
Oh, I didn't want to be there.
No one did, but I did it.
I didn't. I just didn't go.
Ron,
Of course, nobody wanted to be there.
Mr. Rega. Mr. Rega was the freshman year. Hold on. How am I going to say this? Not geometry. What's the other one? Algebra 2. No, algebra. He was the algebra teacher for
Yeah.
Algebra 1. My fucking classmates stole, like, the little piece of paper they'd pull you out of class for and signed it and everything and knew they could come to class late and give it to the guy because every time he gets it, he rips it out and throws it away, so there's no proof.
Yeah.
They ran by in the hallway and hit him in the face with a dildo, bro. This poor man, like, boom, right in the face. Ah! And he put it right in the trash.
Michael Gregory said they included his profile pic in the comments, which I just sent to you three.
Yes.
I sent it to you by accident. Then he also said, I kind of think it's the crazy neighbor posting that claiming to be someone from across the street.
Wait, her? He thinks it's her.
I don't know who her is.
No, that would make more sense because she doesn't really speak the English that well.
Speaking of English.
And she's not foreign or anything. She's just garbage.
Oh, okay.
And who has the incident report?
Right.
And who can describe everything except for Michael Gregory? Because I grew up there. You can't see in that woman's yard unless you fucking live right there. There's privacy fences all the way down the street. But Mike is right there. He could see it from his fucking door.
I see
Are you ready, Ron?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're doing shots?
Yes.
It's after 9.
We're
late.
a little behind. Come on now.
I
Four,
thought it was
four,
gonna be
four.
4 o'clock.
They're late. You're bad people.
We're your friends.
I know. This is my fault.
I mean, it's not. It was happening, but
Choose better friends next time.
yeah.
I do adore you people.
Make better choices.
No, I wouldn't change any of it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let you in. Side 1 looks like it's running a little slow.
Oh.
Uh-oh, we're coming down to the end here.
We may,
Well, no, there's 2 more sides, Ron.
we may have cleared out side 1.
Cheers.
Cheers, fucker. Cheers to side 1, you
Side
motherfucker.
1 in the books, man.
Morning shots, like gentlemen.
They keep it classy instead.
Yeah, we're classy fucking broads here.
Stop with the bro. Oh my god.
Why are you offended by the broads?
Because I am a broad.
Thank you.
Well, you're not classy.
I'm so glad that you acknowledge it for us.
It's the classy part that you're offended by.
I really am. Don't ever say that again.
Nobody
It really
here is
is.
classy.
Classy though.
Oh
No,
no!
we do.
I'm sorry, everybody. Update. Bones photo.
Yes.
Photo.
Oh, wow.
That's not what he really looks like,
He
though.
looks like garbage.
No, he looks better here than he does.
Yeah.
In general, he looks like shit in general. But that's a good picture.
Remember when that guy was stalking the program and we found him in 7 seconds
Yeah.
and we put him up?
Yeah. With the fucking thing that said, like, I sucked dick for nothing.
Never to return again.
Yeah, right.
I was thinking about that guy. I was like, oh, we ran you off that quickly. We found him in, like, for real, it was less than an hour.
Here's the thing. Like, if you were going to do that, you could at least hold up and, like, you know, try to give something back.
Yeah. Like, don't be a
You just laid down and took it like a bitch.
Yeah.
Like a bitch.
I don't like that.
So, It's not Michael Gregory, we don't think?
No, because he doesn't write that way.
Right.
He doesn't post anonymously. It really is her. Because who else has a step-by-step, blow-by-blow thing? The neighbor.
Yeah.
That she posted the incident report. Who the fuck would have the incident report?
Correct.
And maybe that was why she signed like thank and then did you to throw people off.
And usually it's a chick that does that. That thank you.
Yeah, men don't do shit like that.
I don't ever
all the guys I bang. Wait.
I didn't say I'm perfect. I just don't ever use the singular you.
Would you use the singular you? That's like
Yes, I have done that.
that's awful.
I don't give a shit.
Here's a question. No, here's a question. This is an honest question. I'm serious. Does your son do that? Because he's a young man, or does he write the word out?
No, he does a little bit of both. Sometimes
No, because he's young, so maybe we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Men do
Could be
it.
a thing.
Like it's a thing.
Just out of the loop because we're old.
I was texting somebody, and they were like, "This is like texting with my mother," and I was like, "Well, I write the English properly. What would you like me to say?" And they're like, "It's just weird." I'm like, "Fuck you then."
snarky comment.
That's all right.
I've texted.
I probably banged her mom. What are you gonna do?
I've texted you enough. You know, like my texts are generally very particular. Like the punctuation is correct. Like
Pedal.
Yeah, we speak the fucking English here.
Kettle meat pot.
yeah, that.
I once made a girl cry at our first date because I kept correcting her grammar at dinner. I thought it was charming. It turns out it wasn't charming.
No,
It was very snarky.
I can see how she didn't like that.
It was very snarky.
She took her clothes off later. It worked out. But,
Oh, well, that's
fine.
and then it didn't smell right, so I left. That's a true story. That's a true story.
You're gonna sit there telling me that you went out to dinner with a girl, corrected her grammar all evening. All evening.
Only for a small portion. And then she cried and I stopped.
Okay, so corrected her grammar to the point that she cried.
Yeah.
Still went home with her,
She was hot.
and then informed her that her fucking vajayjay smelled like burnt rubber.
I informed her of nothing. You don't do this before you go in there? Because I do.
Well, I don't have to now, but
Well, back in the 70s. So I do the check, the oil check. I'm like, ah! Right? And I made like, the audible scream might have given it away, you know.
Fire can said Professor Vex.
It did not smell like gasoline.
okay. So at that point,
No! And then I let her break up with me, and I was free and clear.
all right. So
you wanted to be the hero there.
So you didn't full bore get there, but you were intimate enough that you had knowledge of the odor of her private area.
Her body was so fantastic. She was a young woman, and I was like, "This is great." I had was navigating the end of my second marriage, right? So I was a little out of the game for a while, and then the girlfriend I had, which ruined the marriage, and I weren't allowed to hang out anymore. That was a problem, you know. So I was like all out in the world by myself, you know. And man, if you want to get fucking real, I could get real fucking twisted with this.
Let's go.
I got time.
Remember the singer before you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know this fucking story? I just get legally.
Which band are we talking about? Because there's been singers before me, and
There's a drummer in my band,
okay, that band.
right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it.
No, we won't say it, but I know who you're talking.
A member of that band now plays with Doghouse.
Does he though?
No.
No.
So, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This
I don't
happened.
give a shit.
This is a bad story. Oh, I'm such a bad person. Okay, I just get legally separated, so now I could go into the world and really get in trouble.
Sling dick.
Sling dick. It just happened, right? And I'm like, okay, and she will not leave this house, which was her right because her name's on it, my name was on it, it was a whole thing, right? We weren't divorced, we were separated.
Right.
So she's doing her thing too, by the way. So it's our
Which is why you were separated.
No, we were no, this is the second marriage. I fucked it up. This is my fuck up.
Oh, good job.
She was awesome, and I ruined that shit. What are you gonna do? So I go to Finnegan's Wake, okay? And that band is going to open up, and then we're going to play, and then somebody else is going to play, and it's going to be a great fucking night, right? I love Johnny Mac so much. I'm so excited. It was a good time. Back then, he was still with the Thunder Cunt from Hell, who I despise, but that's neither here nor there. We get there early. This is like 35 roadies ago, so this isn't CJ. This is somebody else, right? We pull up in the truck. There is a statuesque, beautiful African-American woman standing out front of Finnegan's Wake, visibly tipsy. Right? Beautiful features. She was so pretty. And I was like, there's no fucking way. that that woman is going to be at this show. But if she is, I'm going to talk to her. Right?
Yeah.
So this is in my head already. And I like kind of flirted hello when I went in. And she's tipsy. She's like, hello. And I'm like, oh, right? So we set up. Everything's cool. The band goes on the stage. Ain't this girl in the middle of the floor kind of bobbing to the music? And I'm like, holy shit, she likes rock and roll. I know a thing about the rock and roll. So I tap.
A thing or two about a thing or two.
So we start talking in between songs. And she's real friendly. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to hit a home run. It's been a long time. This is so nice, right? I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good, Ron. I'm feeling good. I look her in the face. I point at the stage. I'm like, do you know anyone on that stage? And she's like, fuck no. And I'm like, yes, I'm in. Because the last band, I don't know them fucking guys. I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
I'm not going to disrespect my friends, right?
Right.
So now I'm on her and I'm working Vex Magic and it's happening and we're like this close. We're getting closer. We're talking. The band ends. The singer walks up and he's like, right here. And I almost say to him, hey man, I'm trying to fuck this girl. But I don't say nothing. I don't know why I didn't say nothing. It's his girlfriend, man. It's his girlfriend.
Hey, she led you to believe something else. All right,
She said she didn't know them.
So he's already in there. Well, I liked her. And I was like, I'm a little better at this fucking shtick than that guy. I don't know Karate Man moves, but I know how to do rock and roll, you know.
Did he do Karate Man moves on stage?
Yes, yes, he did. It was my idea. I was like, listen, you don't have much of a personality, but you know Karate Man stuff. So do Karate Man stuff. I swear to God. It was pretty cool, actually.
I don't think he was bad.
You really? You're a liar. You're a liar. You're going to lie to me. I'm your friend, man.
He had a look about him.
No. He had a look, and he had the Karate Man stuff. But you're going to tell me he could sing?
Oh, no.
He's pretty bad, bro, because that's... I don't know if you knew this. Do you know what he was in the band? Maybe you didn't know. He was the singer.
Yeah, I know.
In the band. And he couldn't sing. And had a giant ego. Which to me was amazing. Like, I thought that was amazing. I was like, you might be mentally deficient, Karate Man, but good for you, buddy. And he was nice to me. So, of course.
Maybe he could have just worked on it, though. Here's the thing. Back in the day, like when I started doing the singer thing, like I was awful. I was terrible at it, and I had a really shit ego. Like, I was arrogant about my abilities.
Did you start at 30?
No, I started at 7.
When you were a child?
Yeah.
You didn't start at 30.
No, I was...
Like, if I went at 48 and went to be a Karate Man... I'll probably
be on the inside.
I'd be pretty bad at it, you figure, right?
Maybe.
But because I started this at fucking 15 years old, I'm not that bad, right?
Yeah.
Johnny Mac said good morning about 3:50.
Oh.
3:50.
So...
About that time, I realized it was...
Then Derek said, good morning, y'all. I'm too drunk to taste this chick.
Are you drunk right now, guys?
No. It's a fucking movie quote.
I know that, but is he drunk right now? Because we're working on it.
All right. I have a myriad of questions.
Many.
Where does Derek live now? Send that over. I want to know.
He probably just heard you say that.
Well, where do you live? Because I don't fucking understand what's happening in your life. All right. I get her number anyway because I'm a filthy motherfucker. And she says to me, she's like, listen, yeah, we're a thing, but I'm not a fan of that. And I'm like, I understand.
I'm not a fan of the Karate Man.
And so I get her number and we text all week long. And I'm like, all right, Friday night, when you're done work, I'm going to scoop you up. We're going to dinner. It's going to be fucking
awesome. We're going
awesome.
to Pound Town.
Right? 2 tickets to Pound Town.
I was excited, man. And like, I don't know if I had a Cadillac back then yet, but my car was nice. Let's just start with that. So I go to pick her up at her job and...
Derek said that is a long story back in Glassboro.
No, that's my answer. Okay, so I pick her up from her job, but she works in an office. I got to stress this. An office. She's not like fucking working in a factory somewhere. She works in an office. She comes out and she looks fantastic. And I'm like, well, this is going to be nice. And we went and got seafood because that was she was into. No problem. It's a thing of theirs, it turns out. It is. So we go and we're sitting at like Joe's Crab Shack, which I fucking love, by the way. I love Joe's Crab Shack. And I'm just correcting everything she says because I'm an asshole.
You corrected the English again?
This is that date. And so she starts kind of crying. And Ron, this is what I said. I was like, listen, I'm really sorry. I just got out of a marriage. I haven't been on a date with a new person in fucking 6-7 years. I apologize. please, I'm just trying to be funny, and obviously it's not being funny, and let's work through this. And she calmed down, and then we had a good time, right? And now I'm like, all right, now the sun goes down. I'm like, I'll drive you home. So I drive her, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm like,
Golden gray Chicago morning, a little baby child is born in the ghetto.
now, Ron, the next thing I know, we're in Kensington, an area that I know very well, Ron, but not an area I'd bring my Cadillac to.
His mama cries.
I'm going to tell the whole story. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Fuck it.
I think you already told this.
No, the band shit's not even here
No, you
yet.
have.
No.
I've heard this story before.
I
on
have
this
not.
program.
I have not, and maybe some of the listeners have
You
not,
heard
so
the
let's
rest of
go.
this?
Yes.
I need a drink for this.
Including the story about the older woman neighbor.
So you remember that part?
Yes, it was my favorite part of the story.
All right,
Oh,
Ron.
come on, I need to hear
All right,
it.
no.
I'm done. I'm out.
Ron.
Make sure you include that part because it's my favorite part of the story.
I was definitely going to include it.
So Michael Greger said in West Philadelphia that John Madison born and raised.
I'm telling you, it was Kensington, man. It was bad.
Kensington?
So I park this Cadillac that I don't want to park, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't want to do this. And you know where I live. This is where I live, right? I don't want to be there, but I want it, you know. So now we go in. She buzzes us in. It's hell. I'm a roofer, so I've been inside of a lot of weird, shitty buildings in my life, dressed in roofing attire, not in my Vex going out to dinner attire, right? So we're walking through. Remember Grady? Grady from Stanford and Son?
Yes.
Now imagine Grady with no teeth, shriveled up, leans out the door, and it's a woman who looks like Grady, and says to the young lady, "If you don't suck his dick, I will."
That's my favorite part of the story.
And I was like, and then I'm trying to remember where she lives in case it doesn't work out. I'm like, well, I get a blowjob.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be kind of a good story,
If
right?
this goes wrong, I'm getting a gummer either way.
So now we get in this shitty elevator, we go up, she opens it up, it's an efficiency. Now, I've seen efficiencies on television or in a movie. I've never lived in an efficiency. I'm uppity as fuck,
I did.
dude.
I lived in one. My first apartment was an efficiency, and it was a disaster.
She's got a kid or two, and their beds are on like a smaller version next to her bed.
You have bunk beds?
No.
Were the kids home?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then she turns the light on, and Ron, I want you to guess what happens. Guess, Ron.
The weed falls out?
The fucking roaches dart across the room. Now I'm sick. I'm like, I can't lay on this. I'm going to have to fuck her over the table or something. Like, I can't even take my pants off in this place, right? But I'm still in for the win. I'm like, no. I got it. She's so hot, Ron. She's so hot. I'm like, I'll get her out of the ghetto. I'll fix her life. It'll be fine.
They'll fix her and her two kids' life.
The kids were at grandma's.
Michael Greger said pre-pandemic Kensington is like a trip to Beverly Hills compared to now. And then Johnny Knox said no bunk beds equals no guacamole.
So now, thank God the lights are on, so we're not like fucking, the roaches aren't touching us. And I'm like, fuck it. So I just grab her, we start making out. Pretty good kisser. Pretty nice body. I'm touching things, they're firm. I fucking unbutton the jeans, pop my hand in there, and I'm like, all right, let me get a little smell. What am I allergic to?
Onions.
That's what I'm allergic to, right?
Yeah.
What do you think it smelled like?
Onions?
I wanted to throw up in her mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? It's pretty late. And then I had to excuse myself to the smallest bathroom in American history in her efficiency and wash that stench off my hands. And I'm like, okay.
Michael Greger said Joe's apartment too, sex and zombie land.
Pretty much. So I'm like backing out. I'm like, okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I'm just, okay.
How did you didn't run after you saw the roaches?
I had not had to go on a date in 7 fucking years. And again, very pretty. And I want to stress again, the Karate Man was tapping this for a long time. So A, didn't mind the roaches, blows my mind. B, the stench, man. Now a woman...
Maybe he was the one that was causing the onion stench down there.
That's not a bad point.
Maybe your pH balance was off. Maybe
Someone told me that women, sometimes if they work all day, that's what their sweat could smell like in that area.
But you're supposed
Is she making cheesesteaks?
How can I answer this question?
God, Ron.
But I was very, very, very upset by the stench. Like, I might have still done it if it didn't smell weird. But that's why we have noses.
That's probably not why, but
Never seen that person again. And that was 11 or 12 years ago.
You blew up dude's spot and never even sealed the deal and just bounced.
I wanted to. And for all I know, they're married now with kids. I don't know his life.
All right, Johnny Mac's gross. He's like beef curtains with a side of onions. It's disgusting.
Take a picture of that, please.
That might be the winner, actually.
Yeah, that sounds strong to me.
And Michael Gregory said, smelled like Haagen-Dazs and crab juice. God.
Probably smelled like hot dogs.
Crab
Dude,
juice.
fuck right off. With the side of the ass. And Bex, can you get off your phone and like defend me, please? Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
No.
No, I don't ask the question.
No.
Where does your hatred of hot dogs come from?
That is a good
That's
question.
my question too. Is this like a new thing? Like,
It's been a yearly thing. I get very bad like hot dog headaches. So if I eat one, it's from like the high sodium.
It is the high sodium.
I don't like the whole like boiling in the hot dog water. Like when we've gone to the fucking Moose or whatever it is, the fucking stench of the hot dog water, it like grinds my fucking gears. I just want to take a header off the Congo Valley Bridge.
That's where my last relationship ended. Was that place?
At the Moose.
on the Commodore Barry Bridge?
All right, what mumbles?
I said on the Commodore Barry Bridge?
Kinda.
No, because you wouldn't have gone that way to get home from there.
You're right. You're right.
No,
you're
I
right.
just don't like hot dogs, period. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the color. I don't like the water that you stick it in. I don't like the fucking, I don't even like the shit on the shingle stuff. That fucking pisses me off.
Do you know
Because you just ate it.
that it wasn't yesterday. You tied in the next topic.
I did?
Congratulations.
The chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water tour. This year officially called the Loserville Tour.
Yeah.
Featuring, who's it featuring?
I have no idea.
Are you
I'm going to
serious?
assume Limp Bizkit because you said that.
Who's the opener? Corey fucking Feldman!
He's their opener?
You didn't
Yes.
know that?
No, that's going to be the tip.
When is it?
It was just here on Wednesday night. It was in Jersey.
Holy hell, that's where they were at. Oh, fuck, okay. I didn't know Corey Feldman was doing opening. Wow.
So all the videos you're seeing are from that show that we missed.
Michael Gregory,
I'm sad.
and he can fuck off too. So if you're listening, fuck off.
Obviously, he's listening.
He said, hot dogs, cream chip beef. We are gathering a list. Hot dog, water, drink. And I will eviscerate your nutsack into your asshole.
Okay, so
Wow. Wow. That is a pretty violent visual.
He already didn't dress like Kamala.
Derek also said, for some reason on Facebook, Dave and Ron are frozen, but Vex is not.
Oh, no.
They are frozen.
my camera is not blue.
That means we got to reboot the Facebook.
Uh-oh, on Facebook?
So
Or
Facebook
YouTube?
and YouTube are going to lose the feed right now.
All right.
But then we'll be
On
right
that
back
note,
on.
I'm going to go pee.
You're going to go pit?
Prepare, people. You're going to lose us for a second.
Well, the first hour. We lost the first hour.
But can they hear us?
I think Bangin' does it. Yeah, they can hear you.
I didn't bang
Because
anything.
they're commenting and stuff.
All right, we're jacking out. We're bailing out, and the second hour will be a new thing.
We'll be back.